In a world where distractions are constantly vying for our attention, from social media and endless notifications to the demands of work and personal life, it is easy to feel pulled in every direction. With so many things demanding our time, it can be difficult to focus on what truly matters. How can we regain control over our attention and live with intentionality in a world full of distractions? Marcus Aurelius offers us a profound reminder. What we do now echoes in eternity. This powerful Stoic teaching challenges us to recognize that every action, every decision, and every moment we spend is significant. It encourages us to live with purpose, choosing to focus on what is truly important instead of being swept away by the constant noise around us. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic principles can help us live intentionally, focusing on what truly aligns with our values and goals. Rather than getting caught in the distractions of modern life, Marcus Aurelius offers us a timeless piece of wisdom. What we do now echoes in eternity. This quote serves as a powerful reminder that every action and decision we make today has far-reaching consequences. The Stoics believed that life is not just a series of moments, but that each moment is meaningful and that the way we choose to spend our time reflects our values. In a world filled with distractions, external pressures, and the constant pull of the immediate, Marcus Aurelius calls us to focus on what truly matters. The Stoic message is clear. Be intentional in everything you do, for the impact of your actions extends beyond today. In Stoic philosophy, living intentionally means acting in alignment with our core principles and focusing on the things that truly matter. Rather than getting caught up in fleeting desires or distractions, each moment is an opportunity to live with purpose, guided by virtue. Marcus Aurelius' quote, "What we do now echoes in eternity," is a stark reminder that our actions, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, carry weight. In a world that often feels scattered, filled with distractions and endless stimuli, we might find ourselves drifting away from what truly matters. We become caught in the cycle of reacting to the present moment, checking our phones, meeting immediate demands, and focusing on what's urgent, rather than what's important. The Stoic mindset, however, offers us a solution. It teaches us that living intentionally is about choosing our actions deliberately, ensuring that we align them with our values and long-term goals, rather than being swept up by the distractions around us. Every action, whether it's how we spend our time, the way we interact with others, or the way we pursue our goals, is an opportunity to act with purpose and integrity. In today's modern world, distractions are everywhere. Social media pulls our attention, news cycles demand our focus, and endless notifications can hijack our time. Instant gratification, whether through entertainment, food, or material possessions, further pulls us away from what's important, creating a sense of restlessness and disconnection. But Stoicism teaches us that true peace and purpose are not found in reacting to external stimuli. They come from acting in line with our values. Living with intentionality means choosing where to direct our attention and being mindful of how we spend our time, knowing that each moment counts. Stoic principles for living intentionally align actions with values. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is that virtue is the highest good. In every situation, the Stoic asks, is this action aligned with my core values of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? By focusing on what truly matters and acting in accordance with our virtues, we become more intentional in our choices. When we act based on what we believe is right, rather than what is convenient or immediately gratifying, we begin to create a life that is focused and purposeful. Set clear priorities. Living intentionally requires us to have a clear sense of what's important. The Stoics didn't waste time on things that didn't serve their long-term goals or personal growth. Similarly, we can reflect on our own lives and ask, what am I truly committed to? What will bring lasting fulfillment? By setting clear priorities, we can ensure that we focus our energy on the things that matter, rather than being distracted by trivialities. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is central to intentional living. Stoicism encourages us to be aware of our actions in the present moment, rather than getting caught up in the past or obsessing over the future. By practicing mindfulness, we bring our attention back to what we can control right now. This awareness helps us make decisions that are grounded in rationality and purpose, rather than being driven by impulses or distractions. Let go of external validation. In a world obsessed with external validation, likes, comments, approval, it's easy to lose sight of our true purpose. Stoicism teaches us that our worth is not dependent on the opinions of others. Living intentionally means focusing on what we truly value, rather than seeking approval from the world around us. When we detach from the need for external validation, we free ourselves to pursue what truly brings meaning and satisfaction. Embrace the present moment. Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself of the importance of living in the present moment. The Stoics believed that the present is where we have the power to act, while the past and future are beyond our control. Living intentionally means making the most of the present moment, focusing on what we can do now to move toward our goals. By being fully engaged in the present, we maximize the value of each moment and make decisions that align with our long-term vision. Reflect on your actions. The Stoics regularly practiced self-reflection to ensure that their actions were in alignment with their values. By reflecting on our choices at the end of each day, we can ask ourselves, did I live intentionally today? Was I focused on what truly matters? This reflection helps us course-correct, improve our actions, and strengthen our commitment to living with purpose. The peace of living with purpose, living with intentionality, provides peace because it allows us to feel grounded and purposeful, no matter what's happening around us. When we align our actions with our values and focus on what truly matters, we stop being pulled by the tide of distractions and start directing our lives with clarity and intention. This peace is not found in avoiding distractions entirely. It is found in choosing where to place our focus and acting with purpose, day by day. Intentional living allows us to create a life that is not just about getting through the day, but about acting with purpose in every moment. By practicing Stoic wisdom, we can develop the discipline and clarity needed to navigate the modern world with peace, focus, and integrity. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, it can be incredibly difficult to stay focused on what truly matters. From constant notifications to the pressure of social media, we are bombarded with distractions that pull us in every direction. The demand for our attention is ceaseless, and before we know it, time slips away without us making progress on what's truly important. How can we break free from this cycle and start living with purpose and intentionality? How can we regain control of our time and attention? Marcus Aurelius gives us a powerful reminder with his quote, "What we do now echoes in eternity." This statement is a call to action, urging us to recognize that each moment is valuable, and the way we spend our time today has long-lasting effects. Stoicism teaches us that our actions matter, that the way we choose to live now will determine the course of our future. By living intentionally, we create a life of purpose and meaning, not defined by distractions, but by deliberate action rooted in virtue. The problem of distractions in the modern world. Distractions are everywhere. We are constantly distracted by our phones, the news, and the expectations of others. Social media often leads us to compare our lives to others. causing feelings of inadequacy and disconnection from what truly matters. As a result, we can become distracted from our own goals, constantly reacting to what is happening around us, rather than acting based on our own values and principles. But Stoicism offers a path to clarity and focus. The Stoics didn't deny the reality of distractions. They simply chose to live intentionally. They focused on what was within their control and ignored the noise of the world. Living with intentionality means recognizing that we have the power to decide where to focus our time and energy. How Stoicism helps us live with intentionality: focus on what you can control. One of the central teachings of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. The understanding that we can't control external events or the opinions of others, but we can control our responses, our actions, and our choices by focusing on what is within our control. We stop being swept away by the distractions and demands around us. We regain our power to act with purpose rather than reacting to external pressures. Align actions with virtue. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good. Living intentionally means aligning our daily actions with our core principles and values instead of being pulled in different directions by distractions. We ask ourselves, does this action align with my values? Am I living in accordance with my virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? By consistently acting with virtue, we build a life that is grounded in purpose and meaning. Simplify your life. Stoicism encourages simplicity, the practice of eliminating unnecessary distractions and focusing on the essentials. In a world filled with consumerism and excess, the Stoics taught us to live simply and appreciate the basics by focusing on what is truly necessary. We can cut through the noise and create space for what truly matters. Simplifying our lives allows us to prioritize what's important and live more intentionally. Be present in the moment. The Stoics were masters of mindfulness. They believed in living fully in the present, without worrying about the past or future. Marcus Aurelius practiced daily reflection and encouraged us to focus on the present moment. In today's world, we often feel pulled in multiple directions, thinking about what we need to do next, what's happening elsewhere, or what others are doing. Living intentionally means fully engaging with the task at hand, being present in our actions and avoiding distractions that take us away from what's important. Reflect and reassess daily. One of the Stoic practices was daily reflection, taking time at the end of each day to assess whether we lived according to our values. How did we spend our time? Did our actions align with our intentions? This practice of self-reflection helps us stay focused on what is important and make adjustments when we fall off course. By checking in with ourselves regularly, we can continue to live with intention, clarity, and purpose. The power of living with intentionality. When we live intentionally, we free ourselves from the tyranny of distractions. We regain our focus, clarity, and sense of purpose. Each action we take becomes aligned with our long-term goals, our virtues, and our values, instead of drifting through life reacting to external events. We start to create the life we want through deliberate action. Stoicism teaches that true freedom comes not from avoiding distractions, but from choosing what to focus on and what to let go of. By living with intentionality, we make decisions that are grounded in reason, virtue, and purpose, creating a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. As we wrap up today's discussion on living with intentionality in a world of distractions, remember that the key to peace and progress is found in deliberate action and focus. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, what we do now echoes in eternity. Each moment, each action is significant in a world full of distractions. Living intentionally means focusing on what truly matters and acting in accordance with our values, not reacting to the noise around us. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to control our actions, our attention, and our decisions. By focusing on what is within our control and aligning our actions with virtue, we reclaim our time and energy to create the life we want. It's not about avoiding distractions entirely, but about choosing where to direct our focus and how we want to spend our days. So, as you move forward, ask yourself, am I living with purpose in this moment? Am I focusing on what truly matters? Or am I being swept away by the distractions around me? By living intentionally, you can regain control of your life, act with clarity, and create a life of meaning and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us today. If this video resonated with you, subscribe and share it with someone who might benefit from learning how to live intentionally in a world full of distractions together. Let's walk the Stoic path of purpose, focus, and meaningful action.